Hey everybody, it's story time! Oh yeah! And I'm Jack, and you are you. Hello Squidgy, hi. How's everybody? Doing okay? It's springtime, I don't know, around here it was warm, and then it got a little bit cold. Like, I'm wearing a jacket right now. A little bit cold, but it'll get nicer. Um, as we go on. And it's still maybe you're watching this at the end of March, or maybe you're watching it in April. That's okay too. You can watch it whenever you want to. When you have time. Oh, what's on my shirt? Well, first we have to see what's on my jacket, and then we'll find out what's on my shirt. Okay, it's like a secret. Okay, so first, alright. First, there's a bridge. There's a bridge on my jacket. Okay, that's kind of cool. You drive in a car. Have you ever seen a bridge like that? Okay, now this is going to be exciting. Alright, now what's on my shirt? Da-da-da-da! Map Man! Not Superman, not Batman, but Map Man. Who is that? What's that? Well, we know what this is. That's a globe. And this guy, his name is Jim. He's one of my best friends ever. And he makes maps. We used to work together, and he makes maps that for, kids, when you're learning and you learn about a place, and they'll put like a map on the page so you know where that place is. Map Man, he's the guy that makes the maps. Not every map in the world, but a lot of the ones for kids. So that was the special shirt this week. What's the book? The book is called A Funny Thing Happened at the Museum by Davide, Cali and Benjamin Chaud. Now, what's a museum, first of all? Who's been to a museum? Now, those who've come to see me do story time in person, that's at the Fire Museum. Where we have the big fire truck and helmets and all that cool stuff, right? So that's a museum. And what other kind of museums are there? A museum is a place you go and they have a collection of cool things, right? So there might be an art museum that is filled with beautiful paintings and sculptures, or there might be what other kind of... I went to a museum that was called the Hammer Museum, and it just had hammers on all the walls around. So you could have a museum of anything. What kind of museum is this? Well, I guess we're going to find out, but what's on the cover? It looks like that's, what is that? Somebody said a dinosaur. Right, these are like a dinosaur bones. And so have you ever been to a museum with like a big dinosaur bone? Yeah, well, let's find out. Let's read this. Okay. All right, so we open the book, and it's kind of a fancy, kind of looks like the frame around a painting that you might see at a museum. So this is a frame and 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 a frame. Woo! Okay. Here's another one. Woo! Uh-oh, there goes the school bus. Hurry! All right. A funny thing. Here's some funny things. Hmm. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. We are having some fun. Oh, things are falling down over here. Okay. All right. Let's find out what happened at this museum. So what did you think of our field trip, Henry? Well, it wasn't exactly what I expected. As soon as I walked in, I was charged by a triceratops. Ah! But thankfully, I found some safety among a family of Neanderthals. So, like, cave people. He's not supposed to be in there. And to thank them for their help, I entertained them with my balloon folding skills. Squeak, 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 squeak. That's silly. But then I was chased away by a herd of buffalo. Uh-oh. Suddenly, there was a loud boom. What's that? Oh, look at that. The dog pulled the switch and whoosh, a volcano exploded. So I ran out of there as fast as I could, but I accidentally broke something along the way. Uh-oh. Those bones are very... I tried my best to put it back together. That's not where that... Why does it have 3 heads and... Oh. He didn't do a very good job. Then I was briefly stopped by a very lively sculpture. Whoa, whoa, hey! Ding, 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 ding. Thankfully, I was rescued by another sculpture. Here you go, lad. What's that? Poor doggy's upside down. After all that action, I decided to take a rest. The dog on his head. Huh? But then I got lost in a strange staircase. Whoa, whoa, which way is up and which way is down and which... Am I going up or am I going down? Sideways? Wait, what? Very strange. But it led to a secret passage. Ooh, cool. Cool. Where are they? It looks like snow, or what is there? Ghosts? What are those? Let's find out, okay? Oh, it was a real mess in there, so I tried to put everything in order. Uh-oh. 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 What are we... Oh, there's everything in here. Elephant. What's this called with a long neck? Is a giraffe. And... Oh, there's a... Oh, there's one of those globes like the Map Man had, right? And what else is there? Flamingo and a piano. There's a knight. I think he's making a mess. I really cleaned all over. You can't clean a whale. Look, the class is still just walking around. And I took care of a few other things too. He's giving, look at that, he's giving a haircut and putting in bows. Look, the doggy is using a blow dryer. His penguin is like, what's going on? This kid's having a lot of fun. Now, I happened to notice that some of the paintings weren't really finished. So he's helping. He's drawing. You're not supposed to do that. If you go to a museum and there's painting, even if it doesn't look finished, just leave. Don't touch it. Don't draw. He's he might get in trouble. I really got into it. Oh, he's painting a picture of the dog is dressed up as a woman, and he's painting la 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 la. By then, it was getting late, and I needed to find the class. You ever seen one of these? It's the sand falls down, and then you know how much time is going by as the sand drops from the top to the bottom. I had no problem spotting my class as he flies overhead. Look, he can see them down. Look down there. They don't see that he's up there. Wow, that's a good view. But joining them wasn't easy. Ouch, 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 ouch. You know what those are called? What are those called? Who said it? That's right. Cactus. Oh, he got stuck. His parachute got stuck. You gotta be careful around cactus. They're prickly. But luckily, I found another way to reach them really quickly. What is that? Does anyone know what that's called? This thing. It's a stick with a kind of a cup at the end. One side is down. One side is up. What is that called? Does anybody know? Well, there's a rope that's holding them down, and he's gonna cut the rope. I know what that's called. It's called a catapult. And when you cut the rope, the catapult goes whoosh. Whoosh. I probably didn't understand the instructions on the catapult. Woo! Because I landed in a totally strange place. Where are we? Are we in outer space? Suddenly, I felt far, far away from everyone. Look at that. It's all the planets. But it didn't last long, because I guess the strings broke and boing, 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 boing. Here down he comes. And that is what happened at the museum. Well, Henry, it sounds like you had fun after all. Maybe one day you too will be an artist. Who? Me? No, I really don't think so. But meanwhile, back inside the museum, what? Everyone's taking pictures of the dog. I think the dog wants to be an artist. Everyone thinks the dog made this dinosaur and drew on these paintings and made this picture. The kid doesn't want to be an artist, but the dog does. That is pretty funny. Pretty funny. And there's one more of these fancy, fancy frames. Did you like that story? I like that story. Maybe when you go to a museum, it's fun to pretend things, right? So if there's some dinosaur bones, you could pretend that you're, an explorer looking for dinosaur bones, or if there's paintings, you can pretend that you're a famous artist, or at a science museum, you pretend that you're an astronaut, or anything. So museums are a lot of fun, and you learn stuff, and I like that book a lot. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and have a great week. And I guess we'll hang out again next week. Sound good? Sounds good to me too. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.